Değil mi? Herkes normal şeyle geziyor. Önlükle geziyor. Ben çete lideri gibiyim. Meksika'dan geldim kardeş. Şimdi sırasıyla gidelim. 13, 14. Şuna bir gidelim. Bunu açamadık. Aşağı inmeye gerek yok ya. Aşağı inmeye diyorum, pardon, ışınlanmaya gerek yok, zaten dibindeyiz. Aa, niye ışınlanamıyorum ben? Hocam. Hocam.
Welcome, everyone.
Hoş bulduk.
I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class.
Sahneden
Though be
geçiyor.
advised,
Aha.
none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly.
Ömer.
It seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Sweeting.
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy.
Hello.
Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class
Güldü.
are perfectly safe.
Kesin verecek.
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Tamam, kızın
You
sesi
can
de
use my
güzel.
brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast food?
Veririm tabii ki, niye vermeyeyim?
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald?
Pamuğu
Pudding,
bak
I
lan.
like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
En çok o göstersin. Tüm oyunu bu kızla oynayalım. Ömer, kızı mı, pofuduğu mu?
Oh, couple of knees or whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
Oğlum,
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss,
hayvana
peculiar
acı çektiriyor ya.
Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Gördünüz mü yengenizi nasıl savundum ama? Biraz daha zorlasaydı kadın
Those
büyüyü
two don't belong
çıkartacaktım.
anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels
Ama
just as you
güzelim.
did with Gerald.
Kızım bak, seviyorum diyorum, anlamıyor musun? Bana öyle yardımlarınız falan. Aradaki şeyi kaldıralım. Saygıyı boş ver. Tamam, saygı duyacağız da. Gerek yok bak. Sen, ben, biz. Ama yardımlarınız yok. Yardımların.
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It
Beni
appears
sevmeyen
our
var
time has
burada.
come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now,
Buna
where
yemek
is
vereceğiz.
our new
Buna da
student?
yemek.
Ah, there you are.
Hocam,
I would
bir
like a
dakika,
moment,
hocam.
Please.
Sen var ya, bana bak. Bir daha o kızdan uzak duracaksın. Senin var ya, ağzına atlarım ha. Yürü lan buradan.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Bence oyuna başladığımızdan beri en iyi sahneydi. Beni kızla tanıştırdığın için teşekkür ederim hocam.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many
Tamam.
beasts as you can on your own time.
Baykuşuma diyor sahip çık diyor.
Come on.
Göz kulak ol diyor, postayı diyor. Bizim şimdi sıkıntımız var. Ulan 959 altınımız var. Biz kendimizi altın dayandıramıyoruz. Bu kızı kafesiydi. İşte ne bileyim, uçurtmasıydı. Ne bileyim, büyücülükte nereye gidilir ki? Nereye gidilir? Aklıma gelmiyor şu an. Bu kızı her yere götüreceğiz, altın dayanmayacak. Ulan acil altın biriktirmemiz lazım. Evlenme teklif edeceğim. Tek taş yüzük lazım.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
Sesini inceltiyor. Cilve yapmaya başladı bu bana.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you. I think.
Oo,
As I
ilkmişim ben.
said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
İlkler unutulmaz derler ama kızım bak, sen beni
Quite the weather
unutursan
we're having.
kalbin
Don't you
kurusun.
think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Ne göstereceksin? Oğlum bak, ben şu an çok
Don't
fenayım.
worry, we're nearly there.
Aklımda deli
It's just
sorular.
ahead.
Ne göstereceğim bana sen? Şşş. Burada oğlum kimse de yok, göster bana, çabuk göster.
Stand back.
Tamam. Aha, cübbe çıkacak. Şahgaga mı lan o?
Please meet
Abi
Hiram.
güzelliğe bak ya.
Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Yok bu Şahgaga Ömer. Hipogrif diye geçiyor burada. Bu oyunun kendi eklentisinde var zaten. DLC'de iskeletimsi bir şey var. Şu an açılacak herhalde, bilmiyorum. Sevirecek mi?
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Şerefsizim var ya, kafamızı bir gagalarsa oyun biter. Hop. He. Ama bu kız gülmez.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
Beni niye gelsin? Şahgaga'yı ben oldum olası
I thought she
sevmişimdir
was
ya.
brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Beli geliyor yani, suçlayıcı niye şey olsun?
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
Araştıralım.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Yakında görüşürüz dedi. Kesin verecek. Çaktırma Egemen. Şimdi şöyle bir şey var. Kızın cübbesini indirmediğinin farkındayım bu ormanlık alanda ama kızın cübbesini indirmesinden daha önemli olan şey nedir? Şahgaga'yı gördük. Bence Şahgaga daha önemli bir kızda. Aramızda. Ömer. Ömer bitirdin bizi ben. Glad Mimon ile buluşalım. Hogwarts Bir Harry Potter'cı için Şahgaga her zaman daha önemlidir Ömer'cim.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Bu Gladwin Moon kimin nesi, neyin nesi, kimin fesi? Bekle.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Yengeniz çağırıyor. Birinci yengeniz. Ya Ömer. Süpürgeyle uçmak var. Şahgagayla uçmak var. Göreceksin, ne demek istediğimi anlayacaksın. Eğer uçulursa.
Might I trouble you for a moment?
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last
Bu
met.
şey değil mi lan?
I'm afraid I had a
Sebastian'le
rather
Hex moda giderken
disconcerting
içmişti.
encounter.
Yapıp
Although I
duruyordu.
hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a
Aynen
troll
o.
attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Yani
Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade.
tamam.
Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to
Revelio.
face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demi.
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea.
Kadede gelir misin?
Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for
Sıkıntı yok Egemen'cim,
fearlessness.
görüşürüz.
Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Yok kankam, sıkıntı yok ya. Sen normal hayatına bak. Hayatın nasıl işliyorsa öyle devam edeceksin tabi. Eyvallah, iyi geceler, görüşürüz. Bunda benim çıkarım ne?
Why would I do this? Seems all risk and no reward.
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and there is, in fact, a reward.
Ne
I will
gibi
teach
bir
you a
büyü
particularly
öğreteceksin?
useful spell. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alohomora. That's how.
Ha.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora büyüsü açıyoruz şu anda. Kapıları, kilitli kapılar vardı. Onları açmamızı sağlayacak. Büyük ihtimal o kapalı kilitlerin arkasındaki evlerde falan da şey var. Daha iyi ekipmanlar olabilir. Ne bileyim, not defteri olabilir. Bu topladığımız şeylerden olabilir. Kağıtlardan olabilir.
Alohomora.
İlgili iki dişli de etkinleşene kadar açtı mı? Oğlum bununla uğraşılmaz, otomatik çöz ya.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle after all.
Ömer, bunlarla uğraşılmaz kardeşim. Bunu direkt kapıları otomatik çözeceğiz ya. Ben her seferinde bununla mı uğraşacağım lan?
Revelio. Alohomora.
Zaten oyun yapımcıları da anlamış, birçok insan yapamayacak bunu. Otomatik çözme koymuşlar. Açamıyoruz mu bunu?
Revelio.
Niye kırmızı yanıyor haritada?
Revelio.
Bu ne oğlum ya? Buna bak, ikinci seviye istiyor. Anlaşıldı. Bize şey lazım olacak. Oğlum burada ne vardı ya? Ben unuttum buraya ne koyduğumuzu. Şu Leviosa'yı koyalım. Bir de Glacus vardı. Ama şu görünmezliğimizi bir takalım.
Lumos.
Oğlum Lumos'u açma. Lumos'u açarsan bizi görürler.
Revelio.
Abla benden uzak dur.
Alohomora.
İyi şeyler gibi, yaratıklar gibi görmüyor bizi. Görseydi iyi şeyler olmazdı. Çok fazla not var lan burada. Ben hiçbirini okumuyorum. YouTube'da durdurur. Okumak isteyen okur. Benden uzak durur musun? Teşekkür ederim. Herhangi bir hak yazmıyor ama Ömer. Sınırı da biterse artık zor olacağız. Ne yapalım?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can
Oğlum,
scarcely
benim
tell
oraya
the difference
girmem
between
lazım ya.
aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year,
Giremiyorum.
Matilda.
Üçüncü seviye. Nasıl? Tamam. Gel bakayım bana. Sen orada kal baby.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Yani aynen şey gözükmüyor. Sınır gözükmüyor.
They're saying that Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about.
Ağzına tüküreyim.
Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the ministry was
Alohomora.
I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion.
Oh. Bugün de içimizi temizledik.
Why don't you leave goblins alone?
Revelio.
How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, twit. That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do that.
Aha 15 o. Şunu alacağız. Dur. Kızlar gelmeyin kızlar. Beraber çıkalım mı? Nasıl olsa görmüyorlar. Geç bunların yanlarında. Hey. Akıllı olun lan. Orada değil, bura.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and
İkinci
pitfalls to
seviye.
send them my way, though.
Aa! Piş!
I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Bakayım
Hufflepuff?
yengem benimle ilgili konuşacak mı?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic.
Leviosa.
Encompasses the whole of the human.
Halbuki o da beni seviyor sanmıştım ama benimle ilgili tek kelime etmiyor be.
Rather a lot like life, isn't it?
Aman.
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match. If there ever is.
Revelio.
Oo, 16'ya 4. Orada bir şey uçuyor. Nereye uçtu? 16 geliyor ufak ufak. Yılan, seni gidi yılan, tıs yapacağız. Herhalde görünmez diyeyim bir şey kalmadı, tamam. Geldim Gladwin.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
Bence
I'll
gerek
see what
yok.
I can do, but I'm fairly busy. I can't promise anything.
Understood, but I hope you will find the time. In case it matters, I do have something to offer in exchange for your assistance.
Ne teklif?
Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Kaç tane
How
heykel
many
var?
statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.